We're here to help out in the fundraising effort for the Black Hawk Family Relief Fund, Independence Middle School, and there's a whole family fun festival. We'll be interviewing each of the booth participants who were kind enough and generous enough to come out and support the event. We'll be talking with each of the businesses on how they found out about the event, what they're here for, and tell you a little bit about them and help introduce them to you.
Hi, my name's Elgin. I work for Brentwood Bank. We're a local community bank, and out here we're doing the fundraiser. So we have a Plinko board where we're letting kids try to win $1. If they lose, they get a bottle of water anyway because it's hot. We have some prizes and giveaways. We're just out here trying to raise money for the flood victims.
Thanks so much for coming out.
No problem at all. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack Driscoll. I'm here with firefighter Joe Hartung, who I wanted to ask if he could share some of the experiences they had and all through the Bethel flood and anything else, all the service they're doing for the community here. Joe, I thank you very much for coming on.
My pleasure.
And sharing your message.
We're happy to be here.
Appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about just your experiences over the last 2 months, which were quite different, I'm sure, than the norm.
Well, they are. I mean, you had asked about being, as far as our awareness of a potential problem coming in, and we actually understood probably a little earlier than most as far as the alerts that went out, and we actually had a request for all firefighters to go to their coordinating stations for standby, because when we did start to get the calls that came in, and they came in relatively quickly, one after another, we had firefighters and trucks and squads literally just waiting to respond.
Already assembled. How did you know in advance that something major was coming? Because I just thought it was just another rain.
Well, no, I mean, the emergency management system of Allegheny County coordinated with Bethel Park's emergency management system. And we knew that we were probably in store for some torrential rains that were going to basically hover over Bethel Park for a prolonged period of time. Nobody really knew how long or how far or the extent of it, but all of the coordinating offices of Bethel Park and Allegheny County, we knew that this was not your average rainfall.
You know, it's funny because that night I was out driving around not knowing any better, and boy, the sirens and the police and the fire, they were all over it. You guys, my hat's off to you because you were all over it that night, and I can't thank you enough. So can the whole community.
We have a very large group of firefighters, men and women, in addition to our emergency management system in Bethel Park, that really everybody stepped up that night. It was a great testament to what Bethel Park is all about.
Yeah, it very much was. How many did you have associated with the fire department?
There's somewhere in the neighborhood of probably around 35 to 45 active, very active firefighters that are there to respond at any given moment.
And you're all volunteer.
100% volunteer. Everyone from the chief on down to the newest probationary officer is 100% volunteer.
So what's one of the main reasons you're here today other than to help share the message and let us all get to meet all of you?
Well, we are constantly looking to bring on new firefighters. As I said, both men and women, 18 years and older. We've got everyone from high school seniors that come on to, I literally just turned 50 last year and said, I'm going to be a firefighter. So, there is no age gap. There is no, there's no gender gap here. I mean, as I said, both men and women, 18 years on up. We would love to have you come down and come down to the fire station. The second Monday of every month is our business meeting. So, I mean, but anytime that you see us out and about, or you're driving by the station and you see cars or the doors open, please come on in. We would love to introduce you around, show you around the fire department, and talk to you about some opportunities that you would have for volunteering.
Well, let me ask you this while we're on that subject then. What's involved for someone, if anyone's watching or listening or comes to the booth, what's involved, time commitment-wise, or just what's all involved with someone who does want to contact you?
Well, I mean, there are training requirements, and there are some minimum requirements as far as time and attention for meeting nights and for training and drills. But it's a great opportunity to get out and service your community. It's a phenomenal group of men and women at the fire department that, as I said, I've been with them for going on a year, and I'm sorry that I didn't make this choice 10, 15 years earlier. I mean,
thank you again very much, Joe. Appreciate it. All right, everyone, I have another fireman here, and I want him to introduce himself, and I want him to tell us his story about how he got involved with the fire department. Then we'll go on for some more very interesting things he's doing.
Hi, my name's Steve McGuff, and like I say, I'm a Bethel Park firefighter. Joined relatively recently, but I've been around this fire service for a lot of my life. A lot of my buddies back in high school got involved in junior programs. I was a musician, ended up getting involved in a lot of other activities in the summer, so I didn't really follow the same pursuits. But as time went on, it was something that I always was interested in. I have 3 daughters at home, and 3 daughters, a wife, female cat. My wife said, you know what? Maybe firefighting is something you could do. So she's supported me fully. And one thing that helps a lot is I'm a teacher in in Peters Township. So I'm available in the summer times during daylight hours, and I also use my summers to do a lot of the training that's required. But
what kind of training's required, and how long have you been with them?
Well, this is getting into my second year with the fire department, but our department requires the 4 basic levels of firefighting: interior, exterior, support, and then also some hazmat training as well. So it's about 160 hours of training to get in. You have 2 years to get it in. I knocked it out in the first summer there. So
of course,
make use of my time. So it is a time commitment, but really it is something that if it's something you ever thought about doing, teachers too, guys, and there's a lot of guys out there that are teachers, and a lot of them work second jobs, but really it is something we're 100% volunteer. So anybody that is able to offer any time, it works out all right. There's no required. You go when you're available. And there is you are required to make Monday night drills, about 50% of them as a new member, just to show you're committed and get through all your training. But in the end, if it's not a huge time commitment, but you do have to want to do it, because especially if you have a family or anything like that, other pressures, you have to be driven.
Now, what do you teach over at Peters?
I'm a music teacher in Peters. I teach 4th graders through 12th graders orchestra, of all things.
Very good. Do you play any instruments, Steve?
I do. I play a trumpet, as a matter of fact, and we have a connection that goes way back, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right.
We both took from the same professor, Anthony Pasquarelli. But this guy is in the what band?
The River City Brass Band. Yeah, I grew up watching them, and I started subbing with them about 20 years ago, but now I have a seat, and I do a lot of playing and actually do a little bit of singing with them as well. So it's a great group of guys and ladies, and wonderful musicians.
And you said there are some events coming up through that organization, the River City Brass Band. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, sure. We do have our concert series every month, September through May. We play regionally, anywhere from 5 to 8 concerts depending on the year, or the concert itself. But we do have locally we play at St. Clair High School every month. So starting September, we'll have our first series all the way through May. Like I said, we take January and February off because trying to put on concerts during snow season, you run into a lot of complications. So, yeah.
Good for you, Steve. Thanks so much and very much. And I know your wife's involved in the music industry also.
Absolutely, yes. She's an amazing flutist. She teaches privately here in Bethel, and she has a very extensive flute studio out of our house. I actually have a separate studio that I built, and something else I did in one of my summers, right? So, but she's a fantastic flutist, pre-college professor at CMU, and also runs the international masterclass series of professor out there at CMU for her. So she does some administrative work on the music side too.
Well, very good, Steve. Thanks so much for all your service, and thanks for sharing all of that with us also.
My pleasure. Anybody, if you ever think about wanting to be a firefighter, gentlemen, at least come on by. We have Monday night drills, ladies as well, not to single anybody out. We have several female members, and they're wonderfully capable. So if it's something you're curious about, just come on down, ask some questions. There's a lot of good people down there, and we'd love to have you give it a go.
Hey, it looks like we have some new prospective recruits already. Hi, guys. Come on up. Come on up. What's your name?
Eli.
What is it?
Eli.
You're going to be a fireman when you grow up?
Yeah, and also a police and doctor.
Very good.
Oh,
What? Uh-oh. Hey, come on over. We got another prospective new recruit over here. What's your name?
Lucas.
Lucas. You're going to be a fireman when you grow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, man. Thanks for coming. Come on over. What's your name? Jonah. And are you going to be a fireman when you grow up? Yeah, good for you. Thanks for coming. All right, it looks like their new recruit effort might be paying off already. Now, Steve, I know you're also involved in other areas and other groups and organizations and some local presence, too. Can you get into that a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited about a concert that's coming up. It's with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, and there's another Bethel Park connection here I'll add in a second. But I was asked to represent neighborhood heroes and community members, especially people that are involved in music and play music. So the director of outreach and education contacted me and asked if I'd be interested in playing. And being the firefighter hero. And the teacher hero that's going to be playing next to me is Mr. Dave Bitso, who is a beloved institution almost here in Bethel Park. He's the former band director. And another gentleman, Joel Greenberger, who studied with the boss, our trumpet teacher, same guy. So he's the head of the UPMC oncology department. So I'm the slacker out of that group. But the three of us are going to play Bugler's Holiday. We all play trumpet. We're going to play in front of the Pittsburgh Symphony. Now, this will be a Fiddlesticks concert in November, and I think it's targeted towards 3 through 8-year-olds. That's the main target. So families with young kids, that'd be something should be interesting. So I'm curious to see what they're going to ask me to wear when I play, though. I don't know. If I can keep my arm, I'll be like
probably a firefighting uniform if you're lucky.
We'll see. If I'm lucky, that'll be the easy choice. But.
Thank you, Steve. Boy, you're involved in a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Hi, I'm Samantha. This is Amanda. We're from EV Hardware in Bethel Park. Most people know Andy. He's not here right now, but we're here. We're representing Hydro-Block. With all the flooding that's going on, Hydro-Block is the new alternative to French drains, made out of 100% recycled plastic, and it's guaranteed to never clog, never crush. I know Bethel Park is looking to implement the Hydro-Block into a lot more of the flooding causes that have happened recently, obviously. So yeah, that's what we're here for.
Appreciate your guys coming out today, and thank Andy again for helping out.
Absolutely. He loves his Bethel Park.
My name's Suzanne Toth. I'm from the South Hills. My husband and I have a small business out of our home called Sports Bible. We're an apparel and custom embroidery business, and we work out of our basement. So we do a lot of different fundraisers and one-shop items for any type of functions far as like a school function or anything with your company. We can do it all. We can do anything from one item up to 500. So.
Well, appreciate your coming out and supporting us.
Yeah, thank you. This is actually great. It turned out to be a really nice day too. So, yeah, you're welcome.
I have with me here John Roth. He's involved with the Boy Scouts in Bethel Park, and I wanted to ask him some questions on just what involvement they had. I know they were somewhat involved with some of the flood relief and doing what everyone is doing, their little piece of what they can. John, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate that, yes.
And what was it that the Boy Scouts were trying to help accomplish, and what activities were they able to help out with?
We had a food and clothing drive one night, and actually I didn't know that we would do as well as we did, but we were overwhelmed at Bethel Presbyterian Church one night, and we filled a room with food and we filled a room with clothes to give back to the flood victims, so it went very well.
And I'll tell you, that event was only, if I remember right, the Sunday or so, maybe Saturday or Sunday or maybe Friday. It was only a couple days after the flood, wasn't it?
Just gets to show you how social media sometimes work, because it got passed very quickly through Bethel Park, and we were only open for a few hours, but like I say, we were overwhelmed with the donations. Bethel Park really came together to give a lot of clothes and food stuff to the flood victims.
You know, my hat's off to the Boy Scouts and everybody really who, as you'll see today even, came together piece by piece with everything that each of us could do. The little bits of things that each group and person individually could do really mounted up into something.
We were really glad to help, and it came out very, very well, so proud to be part of it.
Thanks for coming on, John. Thanks for all the hard work you do with the Boy Scouts.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're here watching someone get themselves all suited up here, and maybe if you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business, why you're here.
Hi, my name is Beth Gardner, and this is Margie. We work for Design Image Hair Salon in Upper St. Clair. We are now located in McMurray because we also were flooded, so we are temporarily remodeling. We are here because of Margie's client, Cindy Carfagno. She is here in Bethel Park, so we came to support the flood efforts here, and we are here to celebrate and help the efforts and promote our salon as well.
This looks good. Now tell me a little bit about what you're doing here today.
Okay, hi. I decided that I wanted to volunteer because I have a little girl with Down syndrome. We're from Upper St. Clair, Chloe from Chloe's Foundation. And everyone has given to me since my little girl was born, and it's time for me to give back. It's way overdue. So we wanted to spray paint here. It'll be gone tomorrow, and we just enjoy doing this. We have a wonderful salon in Pine Bridge Mall that actually got flooded. Even though it's in Upper St. Clair, we understand that's why we're here. So we love Bethel Park. Come on in, it's $10 off. We'll take good care of you.
Very good, appreciate it. And what's your name?
Allie.
And I appreciate your being there so we can take films of this and watch what's going on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everyone. Hi, we're here with Lauren Bowser from Stars and Stuff Travel. Lauren, thanks for coming on so we could all talk together. I want Lauren to share a little bit about what you're all about, your business is all about, why you're here today.
I'm a travel agent. I specialize in Disney destinations and family travel. And what I do for Disney is I set up the clients' fast passes, dining reservations, anything that's bookable. I can set up for the client free of charge because it's included in the price of your vacation.
Oh, that's nice. So when we all book our own vacations, we have to do all that work. If anyone's done it, it's a nightmare. You take that load off.
I do it for you, and then if there's a promotion that comes out after you book, I'll apply the promotion and lower the price of your vacation.
Very good. How long have you been doing this?
I've been in business for about a year.
And how's it going for you?
It's going very well. I love what I do. I love making people happy. I'm in the business of making people happy. So.
Very good. Thank you for coming out today and supporting our event.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm here with Michelle and Charlie, her daughter, helping out here, and I appreciate your coming out and your support and coming out for the event. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So I'm Michelle, and that's Charlie, and we've been doing Trades of Hope for 2 years now. We're happy to be here, and Trades of Hope's about empowering women out of poverty, and we happen to do that through business. So we partner with women in 17 different countries. Everything that is in our booth, from our bags, our scarves, and our home decor, and of course jewelry, is all handmade by our artisan women. Everything is fair trade, so none of our pieces come from a sweatshop. They make 3 to 6 times more than they would make in their own country and own culture. So when you buy a piece from Trades of Hope, you can be sure to feel good about it and know that you're helping a mother keep her baby. She won't have to give it over to an orphanage, and she's able to put that child through school. They're no different from us. They just lack the opportunity. They have definitely a lot of potential. They just need an opportunity to share their talent, and that's what we provide them with Trades of Hope.
So you're really out here with a much bigger effort than what it appears here.
Oh yes, this is not my full-time gig. This is just my passion, and I love Trades of Hope. I love what it offers women, not only around the world, but women here in the U.S. that just need to make a few extra bucks, and they need something that fills their soul, and this business can do that for them.
What got you involved in this, and how long have you been involved, and now your daughter involved?
I've been in business with Trades of Hope for 2 years now, and it was really a God thing. I fought it. I was like, I don't need no more to do. I've got plenty. But it's just one of those things when God tugs at your heart, you know that that's just something you have to do. So I was fortunate to go to Haiti last year and meet some of our artisans there. And now it's just a much deeper passion for me. So I love to see those women take care of their babies.
Good for you. So thankful. I can't thank you enough, and so the whole community and the women and everyone that you help for all that you do. And what a great example for your daughter and really all of us for what one individual can do when they feel the calling and they act on that after you stop resisting. Thank you so, so much.
We are offering to anybody that hears this or is at our booth, if you would want to host a party with Charlie and I, we're willing to donate an extra $10 back to the relief fund. Just mention that you had heard us here through this and that you want us to donate that, and we'd be happy to do that.
Thank you very much, so much for you two, Michelle and Charlie. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for your time.
And for your support.
Hi, I'm Heather. I am selling Perfectly Posh today. These are natural-based pampering products. Skin care, face care, basically anywhere you have skin you can use them for. Everything's under $25, and I'm based right here in Bethel Park. So we like to remind women to take a little time out for themselves and pamper themselves.
I'm here with Kathy Collins. Thanks, Kathy, for agreeing to come on with us.
Sure.
Thanks so much for all your support. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, why you're here, and
Well, when I found out about the event, I mean, how can you not support flood relief? I mean, our rains were just so terrible for a few months that I had to come out and bring my business out.
Well, appreciate that. Tell us about what you do in your business. How long have you been doing it?
We just opened in May. It's Unique Gift Boutique with a capital Y-O-U, and there's a reason for that. We want to emphasize the uniqueness of people, and so I write stories and themes with jewelry. And so we love to do custom, and bring out who you are and how special you are. So that is what we do.
Well, that's very nice. Yeah, appreciate your coming out. Appreciate your support.
Thank you very much, and let's go Bethel Park, right? All righty.
I'm here in front of 31, which has these bags that are offered, and they also do parties. So anyone who's coming out to the booth or contact them, you could sign up to do and host parties for some of these fine bags here. Thanks, and come on out. I'm here with Barb Diamond, and as you can see, we're at the table with sweets, so this is a good place to be. Barb, thanks for coming out and helping with us today.
Hey, not a problem. I'm a Bethel alumni. That's the word I'm looking for, and my mother lives here, and she was affected by the flood, so all's good. So come get my chocolate. I have all kinds of yummy treats, and it's all reduced, so come take it up so I don't have to eat it all.
Thanks for coming out today very much, and thanks for supporting us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm here with Debbie Montgomery. Appreciate your coming out and helping with our event today.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here today. When I found out that they were going to be doing this, I was excited to be here. So
everybody should come out today because it's not raining.
That's for once. I'll tell you what, I appreciate your coming out. What is it that you do? Tell us a little bit about what you have here.
Well, this is my products from Mary Kay. Mary Kay is a company that actually has skincare, and it makes you feel good with your skin. I have items that are for men and younger teens, and women and mature women as well here. The idea is that they can come out here today. I've got lots of testers. They can try all kinds of samples for your hands and your skin, and just talk to me a little bit about what they might like to have to feel good. That's what it's all about. So, and I've been building my business for the last 6 years, and I'm very happy with the customers, but I'm always looking for some new people to stop by. So thank you.
All right, very good. Everybody stop by over here at Mary Kay and get some sweets at the same time. Hi, I'm here with Beth Kibe. Thank you, Beth, for coming over today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing, and, just a little bit about your story.
I'm a mom of 4. I live in Brentwood, and I've been selling Magnolia Vine jewelry for a little over 3 years now. And basically what it is, it's interchangeable snaps and base pieces. We even have purses that you change the accent to change the look of the item. So I love doing it, and I love supporting a good cause.
So how does that work? When you say you could change, how does that work?
So you take any base piece that you like, take it off, and just snap it right in. And we have original size snaps. We also have minis, and we just came out with a bigger grande snap at the end of July. So,
wow, I like that. That's pretty good. I think my wife might want something like this.
we do home parties too. So if anybody's ever interested in hosting a social in their home, you can earn free product by doing that.
Well, thank you very much for coming out supporting the event. I hope you do well. I wish you well. Okay, I'm here with Brandy Perkovich. Did I say that right?
Perkovish, but yeah.
I was close. And I appreciate your coming out today. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your business is?
Yeah, so I've been in Bethel for the last, we're going on like 12 years now. I'm actually a computer programmer by trade, and I started doing Usborne books, which are educational books for children of all ages and interests, and after I had my daughter, who's 5 years old. So I've just really fell in love with all these books because there's such a variety and really can help kids of all different ages. So this is just, there's such a variety. I wish I could show it all. I wish I had them all. But we have everything from activity books to flashlight books to lift the flat books where kids can learn things as they go. So it really is a great thing to be a part of, and I'm happy to do it.
How do you choose what books you get involved with and all that?
Really, it's my choice. So I started off getting the books I wasn't even a consultant yet when my daughter was really little, and we loved them. So I then got the opportunity to become a representative with them. So now I just pick and choose, and when new stuff comes out, I get it in, check it out, and then if we do events like this, I get more inventory and try to sell it for.
And how do people get in touch with you or in contact with you if they wanted to find out more?
So, I do have, they can get a hold of me as Brandy Perkovich on Facebook. I do have a website, if I can say that. So it's b7209.myubam.com, and that's actually our shopping link, which would get you to show you all the 33,000 titles that we do have that I just can't keep on my hands at all time. But
wow, that's very good. Thank you so much for supporting the event.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm here with Shannon. Shannon, thanks so much for coming out and helping us with the event.
Absolutely. We're glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you have here.
So our shop is called Made with Love 412, and we have all different types of items, ranging from newborn photo shoot sets, onesies. We have yoga items. We have all different kinds of things. We do custom orders as well. You can find us on Facebook, Made with Love 412, or you can also find our Etsy shop, Made with Love 412. And we have tons of things, and if you need anything, feel free to contact us, and we do custom orders for any occasion.
That's good. How do people contact you?
They can find us on Facebook. You can email us, madewithlove412creations@gmail.com. But best just search us on Facebook, Made with Love 412, and you'll find us there.
Thank you very much for coming, and thanks for supporting the event.
And thanks for having us.
I'm here with Jamal, and Jamal, I appreciate your coming out helping with the event.
Hey, thank you. No problem.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you have here, and fill us in.
Oh, no problem. My name is Jamal Etienne Harrigan. I've been making sauces for about coming up on 13 years. My business is the Smoky City's 412 Barbecue. I've got 2 different sauce lines. I just came out with one this week. We've got the regular 412 Barbecue line. The Uncle Jammy's line we just launched this year. We've got dry rubs as well, something for burgers and steak, ribs and pork. We do a lot of stuff, for our fans and everything else like that. I try to be creative while still being true to the traditional sense.
Appreciate your coming out with the event. I see a lot of different samples here, so everyone who's here is coming out sampling all the goods, of course, but appreciate it very much. You make these yourself?
Yes, I do. It's only the lonely right now. I'm an army of one right now, and I'm just trying to, build it and get it to where I'm not the only one anymore, But yeah, it's a personal touch right now. I think people really appreciate that. Plus, me being local. But they like it. It gives it a little bit of an artisan kind of feel.
Well, appreciate your coming out and very much appreciate your support of the event.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jody Detmer, and I live here in Bethel Park, and I am a Stampin' Up! Consultant for about the past year and a half, and all of the cards that I have here today are all handmade by myself, and I participate in card classes, and I also do parties, and just have get-togethers, and everybody sits around and has fun making cards and scrapbooking and take orders also and personalize. And so especially around graduation time, weddings, things like that, I do a lot of personalization. So
Well, thanks so much for coming out and supporting us.
Oh, not a problem at all. It's my pleasure. I'm glad I could be here. So
All right, I'm here with a friend of mine, actually. Get this, from high school and before. Introduce yourself, introduce your business. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
Hi, my name is Meg Simone, but it was Millard when you knew me. At church, too, not just school. And I make cards in my retirement. It's not a company, it's just what I do. It's called Studio 62 because I started creating them when I turned 62.
And what are they? Are they different for all the different events? I see birthday and pool parties.
Birthday, retirement, sympathy, wedding, custom made. These happen to be some of my favorites. These are actually Father's Day cards, but I would custom make them to suit your team or your dad's birthday, retirement, whatever.
Now, when you do this, how do people get a hold of you or in touch with you? I'm sure a lot of it's word of mouth, but are there other ways that anybody watching this might be able to?
My friends are good customers.
Any Facebook group, email, anything like that?
I don't have a Facebook group yet. No, I don't.
So we just have to come out here and meet with our girl, Meg, and get in contact.
Under Meg Simone.
Okay. So they can get in touch with you. These are very, very nice. Thank you. Do you have help doing these, or do you do these all yourself?
I do them all by myself.
These are beautiful. These are beautiful.
They're fun to do.
Yeah.
I never considered myself an artist until I started doing this. Robin Norman was the artist.
That's true. Thank you so much for helping out on the event, Meg. It's great seeing you.
Nice to see you, too.
I'm here with Dawn Hanna. Dawn, thanks so much for coming out today and helping support the event.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do?
I sell Rodan and Fields, #1 beauty care products in North America. We have regimens for just about every skincare concern. Rodan and Fields are doctors, Stanford trained, and they created these products that you could get without a prescription. So.
And what do they do?
I use the reverse. So if you have any sunspots, it helps lighten your skin, make it more even. The brightening portion of that will even out your skin tone. This is our anti-aging line. We have for, they were the creators of Proactive.
Ah, okay.
So you might have heard of that. But this is called Unblemish. It's really good for adult onset acne as well as children. so it helps with blemishes. And Soothe is for like people that have sensitive skin. Helps to soothe their skin and calm it down, the red spots.
So there's something for a lot of different conditions then.
And then they have, this is our anti-aging roller. It's proprietary and it helps with the wrinkles. Their intensive renewing serum is, you can get it without a prescription, 20 times stronger than retinol that you get over the counter. But it's better for your skin. Well, I shouldn't say better. Retin-A is the gold standard, but it requires a prescription and it causes people some redness and peeling. This doesn't do that. So
That's very interesting.
and of course, our new products, the Active Hydration Body Replenish. It actually, unlike moisturizers that only hold into your skin the moisture that already is there, it will pull from the air the moisture to your skin. So it's actually a hydrator.
Wow. Okay, this is pretty interesting. I've never heard of this. I think some of you probably have.
My name's Olivia Winnett, and I started this company called Green Thumb Threads. It's an eco-friendly, planet-based company. We have positive messages on clothing about saving the planet.
Very nice. Thanks for coming out and helping us out today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So what's your tie-in with Bethel Park?
I was a 93 graduate and was on the Bethel Park rifle team.
What's the, did you do anything with the team, or how many are on the team, and do they have competitions, or?
Yeah, we shot against other teams in the area. Upper St. Clair, Trinity was our arch rival.
Now I know I know a lot of the different teams. They have Whippeal and all that. Well, what do they have for the rifle teams, and what was your experience with them?
When I was in 9th grade, they won Whippeal championships.
They won Whippeal championships. Wow, and you were a part of that.
I didn't shoot on varsity that year, but I was a part of it, yes.
So we have to just keep our distance from you and not make you mad. Does that sound about right?
I was a good shot, yes.
Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the community.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Okay, I'm here with Brandon. Brandon, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Brandon Armit. I work with PTW Energy. I'm the electrical manager there. And what we do is we're an electrical and instrumentation company. So we do a lot of work in the just industry, warehouses, and oil and gas. Oil and gas is kind of our specialty, doing electrical and instrumentation, whether it's on the drilling side of it or if we are doing upstream. So we kind of handle all aspects.
For the companies, now I see you have off subject here. I see you have a couple either contests or whatever here. What do you have on your...
So what we're doing is we're basically just looking for a small donation. Doesn't matter if it's a penny or a dollar, doesn't matter. You play the game, you can win a hat, you can win a frisbee, you can win a football. Just trying to give back to the community.
Something for fun. That's very nice. Absolutely. I appreciate your coming out and helping support us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Hi, I'm Serena with Pampered Chef. We are a kitchen store that comes to your door. We do home parties with great kitchen tools. I teach recipes and host earn free products for every party that they hold. Anyone who books a party with me at the event today gets an extra $25 in free product value for when they hold their party between now and the end of the end of November. I found out about this online, actually, on a Facebook page. Hope everyone's having a great day.
I'm here with Shendy. Shendy, thanks for coming out today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Shendy Hirschfeld. I am from Pittsburgh, North Side, more specifically, but I was really excited to come out and help today with whatever I could. I think what you guys are doing is great. And so I'm here representing Chloe and Isabel. It's a jewelry company based in New York City. All the jewelry has a lifetime guarantee, and it's also nickel-free. So if you have allergies, it's good stuff.
How did you find out about this event?
Through a vendor group on Facebook. So I was looking for an event this weekend, and I tried to associate myself with things that have a charitable cause. So that was it.
Well, we thank you for your support there. How long have you been doing this?
I have been with Chloe and Isabel since April of 2014. So I formerly lived in New York City, and so I started when I lived in New York City and then continued when I moved back to the great city of Pittsburgh.
Wow, that's nice. So you bring a little piece of New York City out to the...
A little piece back.
Thank you very much for coming out and supporting our cause.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about exactly what you have here at the booth and your name and who's all involved.
Well, I'm Shane Kunkel. I'm with Howard Hanna Real Estate in Upper St. Clair, and we're just out here to support the community today. I'm over here with the comprehensive plan, the 10-year plan that Bethel Park Municipality has hired Mackin Engineering over here, so they're here as well today. We got this nice, lovely kids table with all the candy, markers, crayons, crafts. Yeah, it's just a fun time over here. This is a popular table today.
Looks like fun. This is a fun-looking booth here that you have a lot of activities for these kids.
Yeah. It's been. I think we've now run out of masks, and yeah, we're slowly dwindling out of candy, and yeah, it's been a great day. It's really sunny out, and the weather's fantastic.
Well, I appreciate your coming out and helping out with the event.
Absolutely, thank you very much, and yeah, this was a really nice day and a really great event.
Hi, I'm Piper, and this is my mom's company, Buttercup Bows. She hand makes everything and twists everything, buys the ribbon, but makes all of it. Yes, it is.
Hi, everyone. I'm with Jenny Easton with Mackin Engineering. Jenny, if you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your organization and what you're doing here and how you're helping out.
Sure. I'm here today on behalf of Municipality of Bethel Park because Mackin Engineering is facilitating the update of the comprehensive plan. It's a long-range plan for the next 10 years of the municipality's future, and ultimately it belongs to the people of Bethel Park and the community. So we're here today to talk to folks about what's important to them. What kind of issues should the municipality be focusing on in the next 10 years? Where should it be directing its resources? So we're early on in the process. We just launched a website, blueprintbethelpark.com. We're hoping people will visit. There's a survey on the website, the discussion board on the website, so because the plan belongs to the community, we're hoping to reach as many people as possible and hear from folks about where they'd like to see the community go in the long term.
Good. So this is just in the beginning stages where you're looking for as much input as you can get.
Absolutely, yeah. Any comments about things that are great, things that need attention with the municipality, we would love to hear.
Thank you very much, and especially for all your support and hard work yet to come.
Right.
Thank you.
Sure, thanks.
I'm Matt with Fraud and Advanced Chiropractic, and we're out here today doing free spinal screenings, trying to just help the community, show them what their spine health looks like, shows the muscle and activity around the spine, and gives them an idea of what could be causing some of the pain and issues they're currently having.
How'd you find out about the event, and where are you located?
So we're on Boyce Road, and one of the girls that works at our office does some research, and she looks out for different events and tries to give back to the community and help. So anyone that signs up with our office today, all the first day proceeds from the office is going to go back towards the flood relief fund for Bethel Park.
Well, thank you very much for supporting our organization.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I'm here with Lisa. Thanks, Lisa, for coming out. I hear you are kind of custody of this booth for the day.
Correct. I am covering for my niece Gwen for Gwendolyn's Gifts, and she makes all the crafts herself. She's 10 years old, and she comes up with all these ideas, makes everything handmade. Mom helps out a little bit, and Aunt Lisa is helping out today just to kind of be here because she didn't want to miss the event. It's a great event. We're having lots of people look at things, so thank you.
Yeah, appreciate your coming out and supporting it. And what's your name?
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. You having fun today? Is this a good experience?
Yes.
Thanks for helping out.
She's learning how to sell.
Yeah, I was going to say thanks for helping out today and coming out too.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
I am here with Cheryl. Cheryl, thanks for coming out. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your booth.
Hi, this is Cheryl, and I'm from Scentsy. I am an independent consultant for the Scentsy group. And we have a lot of wax and warmers, and the girls are looking at some things now. And Scentsy, if you're not familiar with it, is primarily when they were founded, it was more wax and warmers. And then they've expanded lines for like Life to Smell Yummy. So it's like we have room sprays and packs, and we have a laundry line, and we have kids things. We have some buddies, and Scentsy has partnered up with Disney, so we have Tigger, and we have Winnie the Pooh with us today too. So we have different things here, and I just wanted, I'm local as well. I just wanted to come to help with the flood relief fundraiser.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and supporting it. It's appreciated.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm glad it was a beautiful day.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're here with Adio. Adio, nice to meet you.
You as well.
If you could tell us a little bit about yourself and your company and your booth and a little bit about your story.
Alrighty. Well, we're from Charleroi, Pennsylvania. We make over 55 flavors of popcorn, and it's all made in small batches. And as you can see today, we brought right around 12 different flavors of popcorn.
This all looks good. I see, what's that, rainbow or whatever you call that?
Yeah, our rainbow tastes like Fruit Loops. Every color's a flavor.
Okay, this looks really good. What brought you to this event? How did you find out about it?
Well, I saw it on Facebook. It was posted on Facebook. A friend of mine actually saw it and told us about it. So, I saw they were looking for a popcorn vendor, and we do a lot of fundraisers and things like that. So this gives me good exposure to the area.
So what is it that you do? You're out here with the popcorn, and you say all the different types, but what's behind this for you?
Our goal is to be able to build a customer base and to also help organizations and school districts and everything with fundraising. So we do a fundraiser with popcorn and fudge where we have 20 different flavors of popcorn, 4 different flavors of fudge, so you got different things that you could sell individuals. And everybody makes 50% profit off of all of our fundraisers. And I deliver it for free.
Wow, that's very good. So you've done these fundraising efforts for a lot of the schools and I guess organizations for how long?
We've been doing it for 3 years now. And what we do is we make everything fresh. So if you walk in our store, we don't have a warehouse full of popcorn. We have empty shelves. And then what we do is we create a work order for every fundraiser. And then from there, we go ahead and we make it special for that fundraiser. So there's a lot of times we're popping it up and finishing up in the morning that we're delivering it.
Wow. How do people get a hold of you? I see you have a website and you have a Facebook group also? Or?
Yep, we have a Facebook group and also a website. They're both eternallyyours.com. Facebook.com/eternallyyours. And they could find us, and we'd be more than happy to send them out information.
Very good. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you.
Hi, we're selling unicorn slime and headbands, unicorn headbands and fairy doors and burned items. So that's what we're doing.
Appreciate it. How did you find out about here?
Facebook.
Glad to have you here. Thanks for helping out.
Thank you. We hope it helps the ones that were harmed in the flood.
I'm here with Christiana and
Isla Dukes.
And
Bubbles.
This is Bubbles. Thank you for coming out and supporting the event. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I live in the South Hills here. I'm happy to be a part of the community. My company is called Birthday Skirt. We came up with this. This is my mom, Mary Jo.
Hi, Mary Jo.
She started making little cupcake skirts for my girls when they were born and every year on their birthday. And we got a lot of compliments and a lot of other people around us who wanted them. So we decided to start selling them. And next thing you know, now we've got everything from back to school to Halloween to Christmas to just for fun. And we are 3 generations here of grandma, daughter, and granddaughter. and bear.
Wow, thanks for coming on today. How long have you been doing this? When did you start this? When they were born?
Well, when she was born is when we did the first birthday skirt, yes.
So how old are you now?
9.
So that's 9 years ago. Congratulations.
Yes, but we've only been selling them and in business for about a year now. So we're real excited.
Well, we're glad you came out and helped support our event. Wish you luck here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm here with Megan Archer. Megan, tell us a little bit about, first off, how you found out about the event, why you're here, and what all it is that you do.
Hi. I live in Bethel Park, so I'm on a lot of the Bethel Park pages, and I saw that they were fundraising for the Relief Fund, and I wanted to make sure that I could come out and help everybody that needs that assistance right now to get back on their feet. So hopefully everybody comes out and shares, and Norwex is a great product. I was actually able to give some packs to some of the flood relief people to help clean their house, so it helps eliminate toxic chemicals and saves money in the long run. There's silver embedded in most of the products and just really helps save time with cleaning and getting those toxic chemicals out of the environment.
So this is a very timely product now that you have out here because of what we just went through, which you knew about.
Correct. Yes, it definitely helps get the cleanup quicker and more cost effective.
Thank you very much for supporting us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Laurel. Laurel, tell us a little bit about your business and what you're doing here. And
Sure. I'm an entrepreneur and businesswoman, and we empower women through long-lasting cosmetics and anti-aging skincare. So that's what we're here doing. We are talking to women and helping them out, and we are also selling our products while we're here as well. So.
Well, appreciate your coming out and helping support the event.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. And it's just an awesome opportunity to be able to get out in the community and see people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So if you can introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit about your booth and all of your supplies here.
Sure. My name is Marilyn Dice. I go by Lynn in the soap making world. I'm a third-generation soap maker. My grandmother, my aunts made soap, and my aunt never called me Marilyn a day in her life. I was always Lynn to her, so I'm carrying on a family tradition. My ancestors did it out of necessity. I do it out of a different need for more natural, holistic, and knowing what's in your skincare products. I can tell you everything that's in here. I can pronounce it. There's very little, if anything, that's artificial, other than some colorants.
Okay, now how long have you been doing this yourself?
Oh, I started in 2009, and then I actually moved to Florida, where my family lived. I stopped, and this time when I came back to Pittsburgh, I started again in 2014. So it's been 4 years.
Good for you. I appreciate, and all of us do, you're coming out and helping support our cause.
Thank you. I do a number of craft shows for the fall and holidays in Bethel Park, and they've always been I've always been well received here and done well. So I thought this was a way of giving back.
Well, thank you very much for coming out.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Fran Rupin, and I'm an independent Sabika consultant, and we're here today supporting the flood victims, and we're raising money for them. And Sabika is a national company that happens to be headquartered here in Pittsburgh. So we are a Pittsburgh-based company. We have Swarovski crystals, and our pieces are designed by, we have our head designer, and she lives just in Mount Lebanon, so it's South Hills. We also have the pieces. The pieces are designed by female artisans in Europe, and then they send them back over to the States, and we sell them. And we have 2 collections a year. So this is our new fall collection. Just came out August 1st. So scan it so we can get a picture of it and get it out there. We'll be selling this line until the end of January.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and supporting our event.
My pleasure.
I'm Jack Driscoll. I'm with Dom Bianco, and I want everybody to get to know Dom because he's from Bethel. I'll let you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here.
Good. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I went to Bethel Park High School and Independence Middle School and decided to write a book. And in 2013, I wrote a book about a superhero from Bethel Park.
And then that grew to your being at different locations, and I know the Barnes & Nobles and all. Tell us a little bit about the experiences from then till now.
Yeah, absolutely. I always call my my book series the little book series that could. It started off very small. It started off, scribbles on and writing in my laptop and things like that, and it grew from there, and people liked it, and can relate to. He's a very relatable superhero. Yeah, and then I got picked up with Barnes & Noble and started working with them and doing bookstores around town. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thanks, Dom, for supporting our, pretty much our whole effort that we're trying to do, and glad to have you here today.
Thank you very much.
My name's Lori Peterson. I'm with Piper Rose Boutique. It's an online women's boutique. We're on Facebook. We also have a website. You can go to mypiperroseboutique.com. We have things for women and a couple things for little girls.
It's nice to have you here. Thanks for supporting us.
Thanks for having me. Loved it.
Who are you?
Black Panther.
Black Panther, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And I think you know Captain America, judging by your shirt.
Yeah.
What a great day we had. You got to meet a lot of the people that were participating in the event. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Again, remember the Black Hawk Family Relief Fund, and feel free to contact them on Facebook.